Camera is on.
Welcome back. We have reconvened back into open session. After discussion and possible direction or action relating to fire and EMS services agreement between the Town of Palmyra and the Village of Palmyra for 2627.
I would move that the town board authorize signature on the villages provided 12/1 of 2025 contract or agreement for contract or service pending receipt of a signed contract or signed version of that from the village.
I would second that. Any further discussion? This was, I would like to say something. This was as you can tell by the amount of time it took, this was a full discussion for us. There were a number of points to move forward with the contract. There were a number of points not to move forward with the contract. At the end of the day, we felt it's in the best interest of our constituents to have a firm contract in place. But even though the statement was made, we really want to hold it up for one issue. That issue is very important to us because every dollar matters to the town of Palmyra. So it may very well be a sticking point in the next one. But in good faith negotiating, we've potentially, or not potentially, we are making sure that our constituents, our residents are covered moving forward with a 2-year contract for 26 and 27. We appreciate the village working with us over the last 4 or 5 months. We will have to start a lot sooner than next time on a contract. But we do appreciate that. Hopefully they appreciate the fact that we also moved on a number of things. I believe that this contract is a significantly better contract for both parties than our prior contracts. So having said that, once we get the signed copy from the village, we will do the same.
If it passes.
What's that?
If it passes.
If it passes, yes, sorry. Anything you wanna say?
At this point, I'm hopeful that the village and town, their joint board members and public safety director put some serious thought and consideration into what options are out there for the future. I've had a lot of very financially based concerns, longevity based concerns with this contract, with the, I'll say, long ago previous, currently previous, and current staffing and service model that go along with providing fire EMS to town and to the village. And I'm hopeful that whoever gets appointed on the village's behalf is open to being uncomfortable in the exploration process, because frankly I think it's the only way long term that either one of the communities can afford it and that the department can not only survive but thrive in the future. To Rob's point, there's parts of it that I don't entirely agree with, but that's the nature of the beast and it is what it is. Above and beyond that, I hope that the village is very much more financially engaged with what happens within the department, especially over the next 2 years, to make sure that not only from a service standpoint that they have everybody in the town in their mind, but also from a financial standpoint, because like I said earlier tonight, borrowing for operations is the single dumbest thing that any community can do, to think that it's going to work itself out of a situation. And that's kind of where we're at. That's where we've been at for the last 4 years, and it is what it is. So a lot of work has to go into it to make sure that everybody involved is going to be taken care of.
And I guess the old axiom, after 40 years of contract negotiation experience, the old axiom that the best contracts are ones where neither party are 100% satisfied, is true in this case, I guess. I think the last thing I would like to say is I would like to thank the Fire and EMS Department of the Village of Palmyra for all the services you provide to the town, the cooperation you've given us throughout this whole process, both on the contract and just outside, just day to day, the service you provide and the working with us, very much appreciated. Please pass that on to Paul and the rest of the department, all the way, all of the EMTs and firefighters. Please pass that on to them. This is a roll call, right?
Mm-hmm. Martins.
Aye.
Kraski.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion passes. We have once we get the signed copy from the village, hopefully tomorrow, we will follow through. Make a motion to close the special town board meeting of 12/29/25 at this time.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New Year again.
Happy